Thoughts on the readings for April 19th, Deuteronomy 2, Proverbs 29, John 12. Deuteronomy 2 speaks of the last days of the wilderness wanderings. Israel had reached the territory of Edom, the name assigned to the land of Esau, the elder of twins, the younger brother being Israel, or Jacob. There was hatred between the brothers throughout their lives, and their descendants continued the hostility, as the prophecies of Obadiah and Malachi reveal. Edom massed their army and came out to fight against their brothers. This happened even though Israel only requested safe passage and stated that they would pay for all food and water as they journeyed. So verse 8 records that Israel turns north to the land of Moab. Once again the nation of Israel was told not to pick a fight with the Moabites, as their land had been given them by God. The Moabites had gained their territory by dispossessing the giants that had previously occupied that land. So 38 years after first arriving at that location, Israel crossed the brook Zerd. A journey that should have taken 17 days, had the nation been faithful, had now occupied 38 years. The remainder of Deuteronomy 2 speaks of the Lord being with his people and giving them the victory over Sihon the king of the Amorites, who was himself a giant, have descended from the Rephaim, those people in the promised land that had instilled fear into the 10 faithless spies. And as a result of that, the entire nation became terrified and would not enter the land. Israel had requested the right to traverse through Sihon's territory under the same terms that Israel had offered to Edom and Moab. Sihon mustered his army against Israel, and was humiliated by the defeat that God brought upon those people. So Israel took possession of the land of Gilead. Proverbs 29 deals with faithful work, as opposed to those who are careless and shoddy in what they do. The chapter begins with the need for humility, and the results that this brings. It contrasts with those who scoff at the ways of the Lord and the problems that arise from such folly. The fool rushes heedlessly into foolish and destructive ways. The wise ruler heeds divine instruction and ensures its application within his realm. Discipline is essential for success in life, and when we grow older, parental discipline needs to be replaced by self-control and heeding the wisdom of our Father's word. Verse 18 informs us that without the guidance of the Almighty, a nation becomes unrestrained in its behavior. The literal Hebrew words for this is identical to the lascivious behavior of Israel in the incident of the golden calf, literally. A people is made naked. Our sovereign has revealed to his children, through his word, what is now happening in our world and the future he will bring. Surely this understanding will moderate the behavior of his children as they live in an unheeding world. Let us learn to live justly in this present evil age. See Titus 2 verses 11 to 14. In John 12, Mary anoints Jesus' feet with precious ointment, and because of that the odor fills the house. This waste of precious ointment becomes the catalyst for Judas going to the high priest and seeking opportunity to betray the Lord. Judas was the treasurer and a thief. There follows a plot to kill Lazarus, and the chapter describes Jesus' triumphant entry into Jerusalem. Philip brings some Greeks to see Jesus. This greatly encourages our Lord. Christ speaks of his being lifted up to glorify God in his crucifixion. Isaiah prophesied that in chapter 6, and this was to be the great stumbling block for the Jews to believe that Messiah could be crucified. 1 Corinthians 1 verse 23. Our Lord had come into the world to save believers, whom he would raise up at the last day.